Hi, this is Katie Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
This is The Wealth Effect, where we talk about business, community,
personal development, and financial pathologies.
Hey, that was good. It was smooth.
I like it,
If people could have saw our Facebook Live video, we just had like a whole 13 or 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Where I was working on my voice, and we got it now.
We good. We good.
Hey, so everyone out there today is going to be the Josh Rucker show.
It's not my show, people. All I'm saying, I have one soapbox, if you will, and it's pretty controversial. I'll say that it's controversial. Minimal
Because today, everyone that's listening today is MLK Day.
Yeah, it is. It is. Let's get some claps for MLK.
Hey, seriously, shout out to Martin Luther King.
Shout out.
He brought together a lot of people.
That he did.
A lot of people, and I will say, just in our reverence for MLK, like a lot of his strategies. I ain't gonna say himself, who he was, represented like so much inspiration.
Yeah.
For many people, like I think President Obama,
he
made like it was directly tied to MLK.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I'll put them in the same box.
Yeah, I know. We finna get to that. You ready for this? But today's show is around race and wealth.
Yeah,
race for wealth.
The race for wealth.
Did anything change from the time post civil rights movement? Mm-hmm. Did things get worse or better? And see that's where, because one of his famous quotes to Harry B. Lafontaine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Harry B. I don't know if I'm saying it, but yeah. One of his famous quotes a lot of people see, or that he's quoted to saying to him is that I feel like I put my people in a burning house.
Yeah.
And that reference.
Yo, so when I found that quote, that's what really made me like rethink my whole outlook on the civil rights movement and like, you know, the strong leaders and who we reverence and give so much accolades to. Because if I've spent a whole 20 years, you know, preaching some type of message or whatever, and at year 21 I say, shit, I've been wrong this whole time. Does it really deserve like the praise that we give it? Okay, cut all the shadow talk. I'm talking about MLK.
Yeah, let's go straight. Let's go. Today we're gonna get straight in. Be
straight into it.
Just going. Let's get this off our chest.
MLK has a whole day, you know, that we attribute, you know, the civil rights. Like he's the poster boy for the civil rights movement.
Absolutely.
I'll ask this: what really did we gain?
Is your question asking from? And when you say we, are you talking about black people?
We talking about black people specifically.
Got you. Okay. Because Martin Luther King's whole mission was
unite everybody.
It was. Mm-hmm. And so are you talking about economically? Or are you talking about?
I mean, the whole. If we take a snapshot of 1963, I guess the 60s, we'll just call it the 60s,
60s, 70s.
Yeah, 60s, 70s, and we take a snapshot now. Is our now better than it was 30, 40, 50 years ago? All around the board, economically, you know, are racial tensions any less?
I think I was having a conversation with someone this morning, and we were talking about this specific thing, like specifically, I've talked Donald Trump. I was, and some people might take this one, I may take a snap of what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I was actually more excited when he got elected. Mm-hmm. But I want to say why I was excited.
Yeah.
It's because it's very easy to hide when you want to stay hidden. Meaning this, I can hide in open light if no one is telling me that's wrong.
Yeah.
So I can easily be a person that's a racist and get away with it.
Yeah.
When I'm around people that are racist.
Yeah.
But when those people come into the light to say, where they feel empowered to say what they want to say. It's like, oh no, I kind of felt that way about you. Your energy showed me that, but now you just said it. Now I know.
I know. There's no guesswork now.
I know that you're a racist.
Yeah.
And I think Trump did that for a lot of people, because now you have coworkers and people you grew up with, people that you've been around your entire life. Now you're like, so
that's how you really feel.
Exactly.
I thought so.
But I just didn't know I spent 30 years being put to sleep. 40 years being put to sleep. It's been like, racism don't exist in this country.
Yeah.
Or this is what some people do too, and I see this all the time. and then we're gonna get back to that. But I see people dismiss it for something else. It's it's like when it happened, it's like,
that's not racism.
They just being boys,
right? That's just how they are.
Yeah. But
bullshit.
At the end of that, someone is being hurt. So are we looking at just because it don't hurt me, it don't matter?
Yeah.
Or the people that I love is hurting them too. Now it's hurting you too.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with the questions you get from maybe your kids about why did Donald Trump say this about this group of people, and they coming home and asking you these questions.
Yeah.
Now it matters.
Yeah.
But before it was like it really don't exist in this country.
You can sweep
I've
it
had
under the
people
rug.
come from other countries, come to this country, and be like, they just making that up. Like no,
like this is real.
This
is real.
It's
yeah.
happening. So I feel like that's, and so now we can have a real discussion about racism in this country, and I'm against it. I'm all the way against it. So you never have to wonder what side I'm that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
So that, but you back to your point. You were saying that are black people any better off now than they were when Trump was? Not Trump. When Martin Luther King was alive. Is that the question?
That's my question.
And so
that's my question.
I think when you look at it from those different levels, to find out. I can't say that.
I can tell you off the bat, no, guy, we not.
Why do you say that?
We not. I'll ask you this: how many of those policemen are in jail now for killing a person of color?
Not very many.
How many?
Okay, I can go with that, but how many was put in jail back then? So I can see that. But
is there any?
But you don't feel like them being called out, saying that you did this now, because before we didn't even have that.
Okay, but what does that really mean though? What value does that bring to our community? If we just calling them out and not doing anything about it, does that really? What good is it?
I can see that. So you saying from a police brutality standpoint, we still in the same boat?
That's one segment of the pie.
Okay.
Financially,
okay,
we behind.
We big time.
We big time behind.
But is that because of Martin Luther King, or is that because
no.
Are you seeing
no. I'm not. Okay, let me say this. I'm not attributing our issues to MLK.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm not going to applaud him for fixing our issues. Because we still have the same issues we did 50 years ago. Yeah,
schools are becoming more segregated now in some areas. I can see that. Wow, I think it's progress, but it's very slow. And this is why I say that. And look, this is why I say it's Josh Rucker show, because I'm the person to be like, let's look at some numbers.
I like the numbers.
So I can't even. So let's look at numbers, because I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. But from 1983, this is from Pew Research Center, from 1983 to 2013, because you said financially and economically, the ratio of median U.S. white household wealth to black household wealth, the ratio meaning in a household. So in 1983, for every 8 white households, there was one, and there was one black household that had wealth. But look, in 1989. It was 17 to 1. So for every 17 households, it was just one. In 1992, it was 7 to 1. In 1995, 7 to 1. 1998, 6 to 1. 2001, 6 to 1. 2004, 7 to 1. 2007. This is when we get into the Obama era. And I know these numbers already, some of them. And we're going to put some numbers behind this other than just household wealth.
Yeah.
In 2007, 10 to 1. In 2010, 8 to 1. And in 2013, because it goes up 2013, it's 13 to 1.
Wow.
So starting in 83.
Post King,
we were at 8 to 1.
Yeah.
Meaning for every 8 households, there were non-black, one that was, right?
That's what the numbers are saying.
So, and then we jumped to 2007, and it's almost doubled.
It's 10 to 1.
10 to 1. In 2017. It was 10 to 1.
Yeah. I see you following the numbers.
So, okay, say it again. When was 13 to 1?
13 to 1 was in 2013.
In 2013.
So with that being said, those numbers, like that divide is huge. Like it's not even, it's not even. I guess for me, what I look at is it seemed like it got better for a little bit, then it just started getting bad, then it got worse. You see what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
so I mean, because I'm looking and I'm thinking about our presidents. So we had Reagan, we had first Bush, Clinton, we had second Bush, and then we had Obama.
Yeah, we got.
Like, we know that none of these people were for black people.
you can say that. What about Clinton?
How?
Just asking. Just asking a question.
How?
Okay, now I will say,
Because I mean, Clinton's lauded as being like some people laud him as being like the first black president. Like, they just do.
wasn't he instrumental in the mass incarceration of black people?
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly, yeah.
I do.
Because that's facts.
It's just sometimes what happens is that with looking at that, the purpose of him doing that, because I researched why he did that.
Yeah, why he did.
I think it was to counteract what happened in the 80s.
And I can get...
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
when you look at that,
yeah.
you can't just take everything and look at it in a silo.
Yeah.
Like, in the 80s, you had the mass incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. The
drug
crack
epidemic. Yeah.
The crack. Well, blow my mind about that. Just saying that word.
Yeah.
What about the cocaine epidemic? Because in order to make crack, you got to have cocaine.
That was in the 70s.
But cocaine wasn't...
Exactly. It
We wasn't buying cocaine.
No, it wasn't.
expensive.
Yeah, it wasn't criminalized like crack. Crack was criminalized. Like, it just was.
It was created and then criminalized
Yeah.
for us.
Right.
Agree. Okay, so let's go back. So you had Reagan doing that in the
That's
70s,
Reagan.
in the 80s.
In the 80s.
And then Bush came in. Was Reagan Bush?
Mm-hmm.
Bush? How you going to change?
Mm-hmm. Daddy Bush.
Do anything.
Daddy Bush?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
No, he had some wars.
Yeah.
He had some wars.
yeah.
I mean, he
Desert
did.
Storm.
Yeah, it's a whole. That could be a whole podcast about that.
Oh, yeah.
Other than war. He did anything else.
Mm.
He was on there for 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't
can't
know.
even.
I don't really know Daddy Bush like
I can't
that.
even say that. But I know
Yeah.
what Reagan did, and then I know Clinton had to. I ain't gonna say clean up, but a problem was created.
But did he...
I'm not saying he fixed the problem. I'm saying that was just a reaction to.
Yeah.
But it still don't take away the fact. See, this is I look at end results.
Mm-hmm.
The end result was it was a whole bunch of our uncles, cousins, mamas, dads being put in prison
Mm-hmm.
for crimes that were criminalized in the first place. It
Right.
was like targeted.
Mm-hmm.
It was targeted to put this group of people in prison. So
Yeah.
we know that happened.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at this timeline. You said,
Mm-hmm.
are black people any better off
Yeah.
now than they are in that
'Cause
question?
We're going...
That question really makes me not speak much, because I don't know if I can say that we are, because I just watched something this morning, and I wasn't going to bring this up today, but I almost cried while I was watching it. And you know what? I'm not even going to bring it up, because it's definitely something that needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to what we talked about last week,
Yeah.
the victimization part. And I saw something today, and I was like, we doing this all over again, except for Nas not a celebrity. You see what I mean? Like, now we finna you gonna question the still.
Well, yeah.
But with that being said, looking at I think everything has been flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything has been flipped. Like, I can't sell hope anymore, because hope doesn't pay. Hope doesn't stop killing people.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like, I don't know if hope is the right. I feel like we've been hoped too much.
I mean, and that's what I attribute MLK for. Like, he was a phenomenal orator. He was hands down, a great leader in the aspect of uniting people. But I look at it as like the whole thing. If I'm trying to control a certain demographic of people, and I'm consciously oppressing these people, for me to get what I want out of them, for whatever my mission is, I need them to be docile and peaceful. I don't need any uprisings. I need my slaves to be good workers, right?
Yeah. So I want to keep them.
I want to keep them.
When we say docile, it's because you
docile, like real. I'm not gonna say lethargic, but comfortable. if that's even the right, contextual
I
word.
want you to be comfortable with accepting
With
the
accepting
treatment
this
that you
oppression.
get.
Exactly. Like I need you to be okay